Welcome, welcome.
So we're kind of just podcasting it. I'm playing Marvel Rivals in the background. For the most part, we're just going to be talking about Marvel, the MCU, comics, whatever comes to mind with Marvel. Um, I was kind of just going on a hopes talk with Winter Soldier here with Cosmo. So it's me, that one Raven, and my buddy here, Cosmo. We're just going to be kind of podcasting it out, talking. I'm going to have this gameplay going of me playing in the background. But before we started the stream, we were kind of talking about Winter Soldier in the MCU and hopes of what they could do with his storyline and whatnot. So we'll probably kind of do a refresher on that topic. But other than that, we're going to keep talking about other stuff, like post-credit scenes, what we think they could mean, projects coming up. Just having a nice old discussion with Marvel, since I'm playing Marvel and it's apparently all I can talk about right now.
Hey, it's the topic of the century.
Yeah. Alrighty. So,
What's the first thing you think you want to address first with the recap?
with the recap, why is that doing that? There we go. Okay. It was my phone was glitching out for a moment.
You're good.
So, with the recap, I know you haven't watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, but with the recap of Falcon and Winter Soldier, Falcon becomes Captain America. He gets the vibranium suit because Bucky is still friends with people in Wakanda, and he's able to upgrade the Captain and get Sam a vibranium Captain America suit. Throughout Falcon and Winter Soldier, Bucky is going through his Winter Soldier trauma on killing people and not wanting to be killing people and Hydra taking over and whatnot.
How does that look? Is it like him just going to therapy and just like sitting in a chair?
Yeah. It is
Sleep?
at the very first episode. The very first episode, he's actually in a therapy session talking to a therapist. And she's like, you only have like 4 phone numbers in this phone. And like, you need to make some friends and whatnot. And Bucky's like, I have friends. But it's that, and then it's us seeing him behind the scenes when he's not like doing superhero stuff. But he's kind of like laying on the floor. He has like a pillow and a blanket, and he's having these nightmares of stuff that he did that he's remembering in his sleep when he was Winter Soldier. And throughout the whole story, he is kind of trying to get over it. And so he ends up getting sort of better for the most part.
By the most part, is there something that he's just not over yet? Or?
As far as I remember, since it's been so long since I watched it, as far as I remember, he was still having trouble with like the book that has like the freight car and groceries or whatever all the words were, because I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. But he still has struggles with.
I see it. You're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was getting jumped there. I had to Bucky it out for a second.
No, you're good. So he's struggling with the code of reactivation for
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
He's struggling with the code of reactivation. It's not working because it does flashbacks of when he's around the campfire in Wakanda, and it's not working. Like they're going over it and like doing the phrases, and it's not working, but he's still sweating and like struggling with the fact of like the fear that it could work, of somebody saying, you know, freight car and 14, whatever the numbers are and all that shit. Yeah. Oh, that was a fail. But he's still struggling with that. But other than that,
Like, it makes sense why he has such a fear towards it, because, like, putting myself in the circumstance where I don't remember anything that happened for not just an hour, but, like, it could be days or weeks, depending on how that mission was, where you're
and then they would put him they would put him in a deep freezer. That hurt. Oh, how did I not grab him? How did I not grab him either? And that is just a major choke of an ult. That is all that was. A major choke of his ult. But he's still struggling with it, but he's getting better. But by the end of the series, he's not really struggling with it anymore. There's still like maybe hints that he could still be struggling with it. But he's getting past all of his trauma and everything. And with him getting past all of his trauma, I should probably play bot matches so I'm not too focused on this, instead of actually trying to get proficiency up with Bucky.
Right, not having to actually sweat.
Yeah, not that I'm really sweating, I'm not really trying. It's just in quick play. Oh, he put that shield up at perfect time. But in the Thunderbolts, the fuck did he get one-tapped by? He got one-tapped by Mantis.
Damn.
But in the Thunderbolts trailer, he's looking very Winter Soldier-y again. So I'm hoping that they're not retconning the progress he had in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and that they're basically making it where he's becoming more comfortable actually using his special arm.
We also gotta look at the standpoint of how can the director show the time that's happened for the dedicated Marvel fan that's able to have the subscription to Disney Plus, and then introduce that to a fan who can only afford to go see the movie once it comes out.
Yeah. The way... Oh, that's not good. No, get away!
Teabag, they'll think you're friendly.
That takes a whole lot to kill Jeff the Land Shark, holy hell. I hear those footsteps above me. What they could do... Oh, how did that not grab him? What they could do is... Because I believe in Wakanda they got him over the whole word thing. So... What they could do is he could be getting comfortable with actually using his Bucky arm. I know you're above me. And that's what it's showing in the trailer. He just looks very Winter Soldier-y, even though he's not. Hey, enough. Maybe I should play bots. Oh, she teleported away. That's unfortunate.
Hey, you still got the KO on one.
Yeah, I still got 2 kills with it, which is dope. They could do it where he's just getting more comfortable actually using the arm, but it's that trauma of seeing him as the Winter Soldier. So whenever in the trailer, the reason why we are all, or everyone is thinking that he's being brainwashed again is just because that's the way he is. His body like remembers to use that arm, is to make him look more Winter Soldier-y. You know, like muscle memory type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was focusing on Spider-Man instead of... What the... Okay, what was the point of that? He could have just went off the edge. Like... have him be where he's actually getting more comfortable using the arm, because he's like, why am I going to restrict myself to only using one arm? That's the route I'm hoping that they're going, and I'm really hoping they're still going to kind of go with Bucky being the White Wolf, and, you know, have him be... I'm hoping that's kind of the route that they're going, but there is another route that they could go where, like, they didn't fully get rid of the brainwashing. So, with them not fully getting rid of the brainwashing, he could still become the Winter Soldier. And then when he fully becomes the Winter Soldier again, he will go back to Wakanda, and since Wakanda helped him... Oh, he was one. I choked on the last shot. That's unfortunate. Didn't choke on a fist, boy. Oh, I meant to Mantis. I was just trying to do it quickly. Bop. Last second headshot. Maybe I should do bots so I can actually focus on the topic of discussion. I'm just having this in the background, so it's not just us talking over a blank screen or me flipping through the heroes or whatnot.
No, you're good, man.
Everybody gets a thumbs up because there's the mission for the thumbs up.
Not because they were actually good.
No, the healer was pretty good. Logan was feeding. Other than that, the rest of the DPSs were good. Wolverine could use a bit of help. But other than that, everybody else is pretty good.
Could be his birthday on the character.
You're right, it very well could be. I would hope so. Yeah, I gotta use his little hook ability a little bit more in the quick play matches to level this up, because I would really like to have him to Lord, to have like the different picture when you're selecting him. Would be really dope. But we are just going to do bot matches, because then I don't really have to focus too hard. But there's the 2 stories. He's just getting more comfortable with actually using his other arm, or he's actually gotten brainwashed again and he goes back to Wakanda for help. And since the actor R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman died, they would have the little kid, who is also named, saying, he says, "You can call me T'Challa," who I'm hoping is the one that's going to end up growing up and actually marrying Storm, because that would be a dope power couple to see on the big screen. But
do you think they're going to stick with that same kid actor, or do you think they're going to age skip him and cast somebody?
I have no idea, because we don't know. There's nothing after Wakanda Forever that's being rumored for like Black Panther or Shuri or anybody like that. But he could go back to Wakanda, they could help him, and once they fully get rid of the whole Winter Soldier Hydra brainwashing and whatnot, then they could be like, listen, you were here, you were living with us, you were learning the culture, and, you know, what it means to be Wakanda and all that. And then they could offer to upgrade his arm, where he kind of has like the Black Panther vibranium kineticness, and where he can kind of fire a little kinetic blast like Marvel Rivals, or at least just repel, like how Black Panther does. And with that, he can kind of become White Wolf in a sense, where he would be like an adopted brother to the newer T'Challa. And I think that would be cool, because even if, because we don't know if Sebastian Stan wants to, we don't know if Sebastian Stan would actually want to wear a sort of Black Panther outfit, but it'd be like White Wolf. We don't know, because there's no real rumors of it happening. But
did they call him White Wolf when they were like giving him his arm?
I'm pretty sure they did.
So we definitely know that he is gonna just become White Wolf. It's just a matter of the when.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when, and if they actually give him a costume, or if they're gonna do it a certain way where I need a health pack. Oh, we have a healer. Cool. Or if they do it a certain way where they kind of just upgrade like the clothes that he would wear. Like, for instance, give him like a vest and like a t-shirt and cargo pants and boots that are weaved with vibranium. So then that way he is protected. But we don't know. But it's always cool to kind of, wow, it's always kind of cool to speculate and like see what we can think of as fans, see if we can predict anything. I would kind of hope they would go the route where he's actually going to become White Wolf. But because he technically is, because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they're like, you're needed White Wolf, and gave him the black and gold arm. Or the fight is here, something along those lines. I can't remember. It's been forever since I watched Infinity War. But I would hope that they would kind of not go back on what they did in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, because that would kind of feel a little disrespectful to all the progress that he made.
Yeah, just him as a character, it's fucked up. Sorry. Messed up to him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To also the fans who were able to dedicate themselves to watching Disney Plus and see that progress happen and go through the emotions of the show that the writers put the effort of the script into.
Yeah, and we really don't want that to end up happening, but we never know, because Feige is our Marvel overlord, while Deadpool is Marvel Jesus.
All praise thy Feige.
All praise thy Feige. Make it sound like a cult. Wait, what am I doing? Shit. I am focusing way too hard right there. That is unfortunate. Which door? Which door? Which door? Oh, it was too far away. That would have been cool, just to keep the ult going. Where's the...
We're off to wreck the tapping machine.
But to have him become the White Wolf and actually get T'Challa, who will be marrying Storm, would be really cool, in my opinion. It'd be really cool to see Winter Soldier not be Winter Soldier anymore, and he's Bucky the White Wolf. And he kind of becomes a protector of Wakanda whenever Shuri is off doing, for instance, what would be considered a more important mission. And then he can still be there protecting T'Challa while he's growing up and protecting the vibranium and whatnot, even though they still have the government official thing in NATO, even though I don't believe they call it NATO. But Wakanda's not really hidden anymore, so it would need more of a protector than just Black Panther. So I'm hoping they would kind of go a similar route like that. Plus there's a really cool fan art where he has some fur around his shoulders, which I think is dope, and they also gave him Cap's shield from Infinity War. I don't know how they would manage to hide that shield in his arm, but that'd be pretty cool.
For purposes of the movie, they might be able to make it work, but to actually have the prosthetic that's supposed to be on the actor himself might be a challenge to have an animation to come out without just CGIing it completely.
It would probably just be CGI'd. I don't think it would be anything like that where it'll actually be a shield that literally pops out of the prosthetic arm. But even if it's CGI, if it holds up and have the animation of that shield coming out of his arm, and then you don't need CGI really anymore unless you do the kinetic energy vibranium thing. But at that point, then you could just attach or have him holding the same shield that Cap was in Infinity War. So that way, he's kind of honoring Cap still, and is still letting Sam be Captain America.
How do you think his role is going to play inside of that movie?
In Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Well, the Thunderbolts are technically the Suicide Squad. In Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Alright.
So, the lineup is Red Guardian, Black Widow's sister, Ghost, U.S. Agent, and I don't think there's anybody else. But you might remember his name. I'm not 100% sure if I remember his name. I could be wrong on his name. But it's a Hulk villain called Mastermind. I believe that's what it's called.
It's not ringing any bells off the top of my head right now.
So do you remember in the Edward Norton Hulk movie where that guy was having that gamma juice leak on his head and his head started morphing and shit?
Yes, yes.
So that's Mastermind.
Ah.
But he's actually green and has a huge ass head. I don't remember 100% if his name is actually Mastermind. I could be screwing up on his actual name.
Got one.
Damn. But he's supposedly going to be the main villain of the Thunderbolts. And I'm assuming he's going to have some way where he thinks of a way to bypass Bucky's Winter Soldier like unbrainwashing. And so then that would probably lead to Bucky going back to Wakanda and hopefully more of like White Wolf's story. Whoops, but we don't know for sure. But I would hope that would be the route it goes, because I feel like that'd be kind of nice to see. But it'd be like kind of scary at the same time, being like, oh, he's the Winter Soldier. This isn't Bucky.
Just like upsetting. I want them to keep him as just Bucky. Winter Soldier is cool. Love him, the villain. But like, they need to find a way to like just have a little flashback of the progress for him.
I'm sure they will. Wow, I'm gonna hit that headshot and not a single shot after that. I'm sure they'll like go over a little recap.
Behold the god of thunder!
Kind of go over some of the scenes. Or have some new scenes that we haven't seen before in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Where he is, you know, for instance, it could be more scenes where he's talking with his therapist. I need to use that bionic arm more, holy hell. No. Who knows? All we can do is really speculate and be like, oh, this would be cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
But is there anything else that you would like to have a conversation about?
Them dressing Iron Fist and bringing him into the MCU. Do you think they're going to try and keep the Danny that we know from Netflix, or do you think they're going to retcon that entirely and only keep Punisher and Daredevil?
I don't think they'll retcon that entirely. There entirely is a chance that they retcon it all. I wouldn't want them to retcon it, but I would really like to see Iron Fist in his OG, like, Danny Rand costume. But they're bringing back Daredevil, and they're bringing back the Punisher. I would assume maybe within time they'll bring the rest of the Defenders, even though Punisher isn't really a Defender. But get off me, Hulk.
I hate my team.
What do you? That was kind of cool. I did another again, but it's against bots, so it's not that impressive.
No. Don't say that it's bots.
You can see that it's bots. It says Magneto Easy right over this dude's head.
Oh.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm not facing bots. I would like to see them bring Danny back, because I kind of, if I remember correctly, I kind of liked Danny as Iron Fist. Or the actor that they chose. I can't remember his name at all to save my life. I got stuck on Hulk. Because I think they're going to bring back all the Defenders, because why would you just, you know, either buy or get the rights back from Netflix and only bring back Daredevil and Punisher? Because Jessica Jones, I started rewatching recently. Really good. I like the more like sort of adult theme that it has, and the villain is, if I remember correctly, he's an actual mutant bad guy, but they didn't call him a mutant. But I could be wrong, because I remember in the comics him having... That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. I remember him having a purple skin, but I can't remember his name.
What purple skins come to mind for me is just Prowler.
Dang it, I screwed that one up. Yeah, but Prowler's more of a purple suit. But,
Yeah, exactly.
he is a good villain. I like the actor that they chose. But I need to finish that storyline. Because I haven't watched Jessica Jones in about a month or so from when I started rewatching it. But they have to bring... They don't have to. I don't want to say they have to. But it'd kind of be recommended that they bring back all the Defenders and not just leave it as, oh, it's only Daredevil and Punisher now.
It's like, I know those were the two biggest hits for them.
Oh yeah, those were the two biggest. Because the actor who played Daredevil, Charlie? But the actor that played Daredevil was really good. Because in all honesty, you know, Daredevil, when Daredevil first came out, I actually thought the actor was blind. Being a child when that first came out. Or damn near a child. I think I was, what... I don't even remember how old I was when I came out. But I genuinely thought he was blind, so he's a good actor.
Bro knew how to do his first takes.
Well, I'm sure it was multiple takes, but you never know.
Well, yeah, someone had to come in there and tell him his lines. He couldn't read it.
One thing I kind of want to speculate on. It's up to you. We could either do Fantastic Four, because we already know the Fantastic Four, all the trailers and everything that's been said. The Fantastic Four movie doesn't take place in the MCU multiverse. It takes, or not multiverse. It doesn't take place on Earth 1999, or what is it? Earth 1999-999 or something. It doesn't take place on that Earth, it takes place on a separate Earth. So we can either speculate how they're going to join the main MCU like timeline, I guess, or mainstream universe, or we can discuss how they're going to bring mutants in and all the X-Men.
We can start with Fantastic Four and then work with the mutants.
Alright. Well, I've done a lot of the talking, so I'm going to let you speculate for a little bit and chat everything up. Since we're talking about Fantastic Four, I don't know who to play. Because they're not in this game yet. Let me look at my missions. That should decide who I'm resisting.
Let's say you could do Iron Man, we could address how RDJ is coming back as Doom, and how the roommate situation there.
Oh yeah, with the whole like what if storyline. Alright, so shield damage. So I gotta play as Strange, and then I gotta play as Thor to take 15,000 damage.
That's another thing I got a question for you on. If they do give him another movie, Chris Hemsworth, do you think that's going to be his last one? And then how are they going to write in a different Thor?
I don't think so, because I believe either before or after Love and Thunder came on, he signed up for 8 more movies. Those including Avengers movies, standalone movies, or team-up movies. Like the whole jokes with him and Star-Lord of, I'm the captain. Of course we know you're the captain. Don't touch my map. I'm not touching him. Like, that stuff was kind of funny. Kind of funny. It was funny. I laughed pretty hard in the theater when I watched that.
It'd be awesome to see them interact more.
It would be really cool to see them interact more. Especially him and his little rabbit, Rocket. Which also reminds me, the ending of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We can come back to that, where it was like the legendary Star-Lord will return.
Yes.
But
He is for sure not wanting to come back.
Scarlett Johansson, I don't think is going to come back. I don't think Jeremy's going to come back, because apparently there's a lot of controversy going on with him in real life. I haven't heard about it, but I have heard about it, but I haven't read or looked into it myself. But something to do with abuse of his wife. Or something along those lines. So I'm not sure if he is going to come back or want to come back, especially after the snowplow incident that he had.
Like, I would love to see him come back. He was a great actor for Hawkeye.
Oh, he was great for Hawkeye.
Maybe they keep him in the Marvel aspect, but just not inside of the fact that he's the one fighting, but instead now it's his daughter, Kate.
Yeah, that might be what they do. I would really like to see. I think Hulk's coming back, because there's rumors of Hulk is going to get his whole own standalone movie.
Finally.
And it's actually going to be a World War Hulk or something.
Really?
Supposedly, at least that's the last rumor I heard for it. I wonder if I can get the Doctor Strange achievement by doing it against bots. See if some of the bots would mistakenly walk into a portal and go that way, off the map, because that'd be hilarious. And if it actually counts as an achievement, that'd be dope. Because I've been struggling with that achievement, because everybody basically knows not to walk into his portal. At least
why you got the double portal, where you trap them in their spawn.
Yeah, but that doesn't count for the achievement for the terrain kills.
True.
But let's see here. RDJ wasn't going to come back originally, but with him being casted as Doctor Doom, I'm wondering if they will bring him back for a little bit to be Iron Man. Like, I don't know if he'd be Iron Man one last time, or what would happen with that.
I think he might, if it's in the movie that he's already gonna be in. I think he wants the character, though, to stay gone, that they ended it on a good high note.
Yeah, but the thing with that is they introduced anchor beings. I love this MVP intro for Jeff. It's like straight out of the comics. The thing being with that, did we already win 2 rounds, or I must have joined in late? The thing being with that is they introduced anchor beings in Deadpool and Wolverine, saying that, well, Wolverine is the anchor being of that universe.
Yeah.
But they replaced him with a Wolverine from a different universe of being the anchor being. Spoiler alerts. Everybody, I'm assuming, saw Deadpool and Wolverine, so I'm not sure I need to say spoiler alerts. But
you'll get someone no matter what.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, spoilers. But they introduced the idea of anchor beings. The rumor being is that the MCU is all over the place right now because the anchor being Iron Man, since he was the first Marvel movie, it was Iron Man. So he would be the anchor being, and that it's all falling apart because Iron Man, spoiler alert, I am Iron Man. Another one bites the dust. But there's a rumor saying that Spider-Man is the MCU's anchor being. But we don't know for sure.
Might lose Tom Holland.
Well, we wouldn't lose Tom Holland.
But because of the memory wipe, then? That's why the anchor being situation might get brought up, you think?
Possibly. I mean, it is already rumored that they're working on a script for Spider-Man 4 in the MCU. And he's already going to be, like, the leader. The rumor is that Spider-Man's going to take the Tony Stark role of the Avengers. So he's going to be kind of the leader, in a sense, of the Avengers. The young Avengers, or the new team of Avengers.
I'd love to see them bring in Iron Fist and just recreate the Spider-Man Disney show.
No, the Ultimate Spider-Man, where he's constantly calling him Buckethead.
Yes.
That's Nova. That's not Iron Fist that I'm thinking of with Buckethead. But Iron Fist and Luke Cage, White Tiger, were all in that show. Speaking of White Tiger, since I just said it, there's somebody who is going to play White Tiger in the Daredevil TV show, but it's not the female White Tiger. It's a dude.
They're not going to try... Like, is there 2 separate White Tigers, or is it...
I believe so. I believe it was either her dad or older brother who had the White Tiger medallion, and then she got a hold of it, and like her dad or brother was like a bad guy, and then she comes in and she's like the hero White Tiger. But I could be wrong. I haven't watched Ultimate Spider-Man since I was 7. Right, whenever that show came out. Like, wasn't even a teenager yet, I believe, when that Ultimate Spider-Man show came out. Anchor beings, so yeah, who knows? Unless they're going to say Iron Man's the anchor being, and then them bringing in RDJ as Doctor Doom, it's technically Iron Man's body, with the whole what if situation of Victor Von Doom switching bodies with Iron Man. And then Iron Man, then Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four would come to the main universe. And when they come to the main universe, the anchor being situation is fixed because Tony Stark's body, even though it's Victor Von Doom inside of it, is like the new anchor being. I'm doing a bunch of air quotes and shit like we're on camera. But we don't. We're in across the country from each other.
It's inferred.
Inferred air quotes. But they could go that route where Iron Man was the anchor being, and then since Doctor Doom from this other universe took Tony's body, that he's gonna become the anchor being, since it's Tony's body, but it's really Victor Von Doom.
That kind of puts a sad aspect on it when you look at it. If the actor ever does pass away, then we never get to see, unless they get a contract with him to CGI and use his likeness in every aspect.
Well, the thing is, the guy, the main actor from Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders and 28 Months Later, or whatever that other thing is called, everybody is fan casting him. Everybody is fan casting him to be Doctor Doom of the MCU. I think that would be pretty dope, because he's a good actor. But we don't know the route they're going for. I'm just excited we're getting Doctor Doom. I hope the Doctor Doom we get it'd be cool if in that universe for the Fantastic Four, the Doctor Doom we get is that Doctor Doom that's like God Doom, where he's like, what, do you have the gauntlet? And he's like, no, then it means nothing, and like take out Thanos' spine. I think that'd be pretty dope to see.
How would you not be excited to see that? Basically, we just went through all that trauma of Thanos just to see someone wipe him out like it's nothing.
Yeah, that would be... Yeah, that'd be so sick. But we don't know for sure what they're planning. We can only speculate and have fun and base stuff off of comics we've read or panels we've seen. Like me personally, I've read comics. I'm getting back into reading comics because I bought the Marvel Unlimited subscription. So in my free time, I can read comics. Okay. Which I really want to get back into reading the X-Men series, because they have a bunch of interesting stuff going on right now with the X-Men series, and like the most recent panel I've seen, it's not available on Marvel Unlimited yet, but it's Rogue and Cyclops fighting for some reason, or at least starting to fight.
Someone ate the other one's chimichanga.
No, it was something about like saving the life of one over the many, and was what is showed on the panel. And Rogue was like getting ready to punch Cyclops, and he was getting ready to like use his beam to get away or whatever.
Me, I'm gonna have to agree with saving the life of one, because if I could, and I would, in any scenario with Caitlyn, I'd go ahead and save her, but screw the world.
Yeah, I mean, that all depends on what's currently going on in the world and whatnot. But I also understand that. Because I think, I don't know, it was one panel, so it was hard to read the context of what they were talking about and what was going on. Literally only did that to see if I get achievement in practice, in the practice versus AI.
Did it end up giving it to you or no?
I have no idea. I won't know until the end of the game. Oh, somebody bought the Venom skin.
Hey.
But we're going against bots, and I'm mainly just having a discussion about Marvel stuff. But to continue with speculations, What do you think they're gonna do, and like how they're gonna bring the Fantastic Four into the actual MCU?
I think it's gonna have to be something where it's big enough to where someone from the Marvel MCU already that's existing has to also step in and be a part of that movie. So it doesn't, I don't think it would have to be Galactus. I don't think it'd have to be that big.
Well, Galactus has already been shown in some leaked Comic-Con footage.
Maybe that's who it is then. That's who they decide that they bring them in for, and everyone gets to meet the Fantastic Four that way. I mean, I'm down with it. I think it's still gonna be a boss movie.
Considering we've already seen the Galactus, and I'll have to show you a picture of him, but he's like really, he's not just a cloud of smoke like he was in the old school Fantastic Four movies. He's like, and he's actually Galactus. Can I? Oh, I can. Good to know for future reference that Doctor Strange's ult counters Luna Snow's ult. But I feel like I've been talking for a little too much, so I'm gonna let Cosmo here take over the reins a bit with speculations.
You're good, man. It's your channel. I'm here as the guest.
Yeah, but you still have good ideas on stuff that's going on.
One thing I'd like to see them actually like bring into the MCU is the Punisher if they don't keep him as a TV show one-off.
I don't think they will, because he's gonna be in the Armor Wars. We don't know if that's a TV show or a movie, because they keep saying it's a TV show, or no, it's gonna be a movie.
It's probably something to deal with the script. They don't know where they're at with it yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I might be misremembering a trailer where I saw Rhodey. It might have been I think that was Captain America Brave New World. And he was talking about it, or unless they scrapped Armor Wars in general, because they're having Punisher appear in the Doctor Strange movie.
They could be just scrapping it entirely then, just so that they could have it. I agree with that. The cool thing that I want to see them do if they end up actually bringing him in is having him throw on War Machine outfit. That's just a serious upgrade for him. That'd be just really cool to see.
Oh, that would be amazing to see him in the War Machine outfit. Because he doesn't even have to really fly either, because if I remember when he had it, he preferred not having the helmet on, even though that's a very obvious thing where it's like, what are you doing? You can easily get shot in your fucking mouth. But I don't remember. Yeah, everybody aims at the chest plate.
Exactly.
But I don't recall seeing him fly in any of the comics where he actually has the War Machine armor on. Not that it would be that hard to CGI him flying like they do with RDJ and everybody else.
Oh, then see also if they bring in Ghost Rider. So they bring in Ghost Rider, Punisher, Iron Man suit, use it all together on the Punisher, and boom. I don't know what storyline they'd be giving us for that.
What? Give Punisher the power of vengeance?
Yes.
Make him a Batman that uses guns and has sick flames. Wouldn't that just be Cosmic Ghost Rider to a certain sense?
Exactly.
Um,
I just want Cosmic Ghost Rider 7, I guess I'm getting at.
that would be something later down the line, because he's basically like, if I remember correctly, he's a herald to Galactus. So that would have to be something of Galactus being established in the MCU, and then Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom all being pulled from the timeline that they're in into the MCU timeline. And then having Punisher and having a Ghost Rider, and then that Ghost Rider giving up his mantle, and then Punisher picking up the vengeance, or the Ghost Rider mantle. But that's a very brief remembering of what I can remember from Cosmic Ghost Rider. Because what I'm thinking is the Fantastic Four are going to be pulled by somebody to go into the main MCU timeline. They're going to run some experiment. Experiment's going to go wrong, and then that's how it's going to be like the birth of mutants. Like the dormant mutant gene, and then whatever their experiment is blows up worldwide, and then mutants become the thing. But Galactus and Doom would follow the Fantastic Four through the portal.
I would like to see that become a video game. Like, not single story player. Like, you gotta create your own Marvel hero because of this, and they just give out, like, little basic powers as the start. And then they can actually give out character, like, power skills.
Oh, so like DCUO?
Yes. I was trying to, not say DCUO, because they are definitely a dead video game now. Like, their active player count for a day, I think now, is 300.
Damn, really?
Yeah, back when I used to play actively, like, 5 years ago, I had that many people just in my league alone. So to see the decline like that is huge.
It probably declined to the rumor, because didn't you tell me that one time that there was a rumor of Marvel licensing a type of DCUO that would be like for Marvel?
Yes. But not only did it probably die a little bit there, it's just been development team not doing their part to, one, fix the bug issues that are in the game, and then if it's not the bug issues, the mechanics of how everything works. And if they're not doing that, the only thing they're doing consistently is just pumping out content. And it's just content that I don't feel like everyone is gun-ho for, to want it to be in the game. It's like, I'd rather you fix the game and not release anything for a month or 8, a year even. I don't care, I would like the game to get fixed. If they can't even do that, update the graphics. We've been delayed for like 3 to 4 years now on a graphic update that was supposed to happen, but we're still playing with 2014 graphics.
I think the one thing that put me off of continuing to play that one, of continuing to play DCUO, is the fact that they stopped releasing powers.
Like, I have a fantastic idea for them. It doesn't have to be a complete new power, but they should at least release a third lantern that could be a healer. Because they already got Rage, that's a tank. They got Light, that is fear and willpower. That is a controller. They need a healer, and then they can make that. See, it's like Indigo and Pink. I think would be great for it.
Oh yeah,
But,
the purple and pink lantern.
yeah, and if they don't want to make it two of them, they could just make it Pink for Love. Make Love the healer for it. Because sometimes love can be toxic and villainous, and other times love is good.
Yes, but I think on top of that, of adding another lantern as like being a healer, they should also add it where you can change the lantern ring color.
That's what I was getting to.
Oh shit!
Yes! You understand though. Just put it inside the item shop, and it costs as much as changing your power. You know, you go in there and you say, alright, well, I picked the power of being a tank, but I don't want to be a Rage Lantern, so instead I'm gonna change my lantern color over to green. And then you just get the green animations as a tank.
I don't think they should do, like, take the green animations as a tank. Like, maybe some of them, yeah, because most Green Lanterns use, like, miniguns and whatnot. But, sorry, that was a good, pretty decent Eye of Agamotto that I did in the game.
You can add in specific animations for the role-specific need.
Yeah.
But, like, you got basically half of the role already there. The DPS side is sitting there. You just need to come up with the tank side. Or the healer side, if you decide to be a healer lantern, you want to be green there.
Yeah, they should have definitely done something like that, instead of abandoning powers and just adding episode after episode after episode.
Because the last power we were supposed to get was Bane.
That would have been sick to see. Have like a mini dude who can use it. And, yeah. But, yeah.
It's a video game. I'm pretty sure that you might end up with a case or two. I understand it, and you want to avoid just it in general. But it's not like it's a huge worldwide epidemic problem that drugs and kids are just all over it.
Even then, if they didn't want to do like Venom Bane power, you know how many other Marvel powers they could have picked from? Or Marvel, DC powers. Sorry, I'm playing Marvel and we were talking about Marvel before we went on this DCUO tangent.
No, you're good, yeah. I mean, we're only on it because of the idea for Marvel to make their own version of the game.
If they did, I would really think it'd be cool if they had the Marvel Rival graphics. Because I like this sort of art style being like comic booky.
That's what DC tries to claim on their game, is that's why they don't really want to update the graphics, because it's comic booky, but at the same time,
it's
they
not.
tell us that they are going to. No,
it's not comic booky, it's just, what, 2007 graphics?
It's just, they're screwing up, and that's why the game's gonna die. I think once the game is dead, it'll be a perfect opportunity for Marvel to be like, let me steal this ticket real quick and cash in on it. Because imagine, like, you're just running around and now you're Mysterio and you're casting illusions and stuff to, like, confuse your enemies as you're fighting them. Or next you're just, like, a soldier out of Wakanda and you got a Black Panther suit that gives you the similar powers to Black Panther. Or you're also now a web slinger yourself.
Or a super soldier. There's a lot of stuff that they could do for it. Like DCUO, the thing that sucks about it is most of the time when I was playing it, what I would do. That was a perfect Eye of Agamotto for my Iron Man to murder the entire enemy team, even though we're only playing against bots. even though it was like a DC game, I remember I had a character that was called Sergeant Grizzly, and the whole idea behind him was he was Winter Soldier, but like Winter Soldier, Bucky, me sort of thing. If he became a good guy and became Captain America, and instead of having one super soldier arm, because you can't really have offset customization like that, he had two Winter Soldier arms, and he had like super strength and stuff like that. That was fun for me to make Marvel heroes in that, but I think that's just because I enjoy Marvel a bit more than DC. But when it comes to movies, DC has been ass compared to Marvel.
Oh, 100%. The ball has dropped. The only time that the ball has ever been in someone's hands is the Batman.
What, the Patterson one?
Yes. That's when we finally had the ball in our hands again, to where we could make a sequel and it makes sense and the people wanted it. Not just the males and the children and the nerds in the basements. No, there were actually other people that wanted to watch it. The female audience. They cared about it. Because, one, it was Robert Pattinson. They remember Twilight, little fancy romance there. But the scenes that they shot of his back being all muscular and them interested in him that way as, a little thirst trap, they actually paid attention to the story enough to care to want to see it again. They did a good attraction for the females versus how males write characters. Like, I don't see many females sitting there going, oh wow, Black Widow is a fantastic character that I am interested in and want to look at. But instead, it appeals more to the male fantasy of things.
Yeah. Yeah,
Especially
that's true.
with how they also write Thor, and all of a sudden his clothes are off, and now we're just staring at him being all jacked.
I have faith, considering James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy. I kind of have faith for the whole thing of him becoming the Kevin Feige of the DC universe, but it would have to be done well.
Yes. Because you are in direct competition with Marvel when it comes to this. I just wish Disney would just buy DC, and then there is no competition. They have the main source. They're gonna make money either way. They don't
Then
care.
they can make Avengers versus Justice League movies.
Exactly. It'd be just cool to see. Do a reverse one where the DC actors are now the Marvel characters and vice versa, and they fight each other that way. Just have fun with it. Heard something though around the aspect of Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man for him getting a movie. Is that still going on, or is it just?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it.
Because we had the writer's strike, I know that delayed a lot, and then COVID also didn't help anything whatsoever.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, but there's a new rumor that every Spider-Man movie moving forward is gonna end up having. We have no healer, so it's hard for me to sit here and tank and do this challenge for. You know what? I can switch to Penny because Penny heals on her own webs. Because everybody wanted to go as a tank apparently, so. I'll keep going as a tank, but I'll heal on my own webs.
Show them what's up.
I am ready to put on a show. You're up, little one. No hard time for some fireworks.
Sorry, what were we talking about? I got distracted.
We are undefeatable.
We were on how Kevin Feige could be the. We'll just change subjects because I'm also brain dead on it now. Move into where do you think the direction of Marvel Rivals is gonna head? It's clear that they are way better than the launch of Overwatch 2. So their competitor that they even have is no competitor at all.
I kind of, because Season 1 is Doctor Doom. I still need to read up and see if there's any other stuff that they came out with. But Season 1 is Doctor Doom. I don't know how much. I don't know how far they're gonna end up going story-wise. Like, there's not really rumors of what the story is gonna happen next. But it's also hard to try and see that. But I might have to read the little comic book that they have, because they have the whole little comic after you complete all of the challenges and whatnot. But rumor is Doctor Doom is gonna be one of the first people added, because the gallery where event thing where you unlocked the comic book panels, even though they're not really comic book panels, they're a picture and then you can click read and then read a whole bunch. But it has 5 days left on it and some odd hours, whereas the rest of the season has 12 days left on it.
Is there a character that you wish would just come straight to the game? Besides like Deadpool coming?
Besides Deadpool, I really want Gambit as a duelist. Obviously, he can't be anything else. I feel like Gambit would be really fun. Nightcrawler could be really fun as well. He would have to be a duelist. I don't know how they could make him a strategist necessarily, but the only way is make him a duelist, make him a melee duelist, and give him his 3 swords, the one in the tail and one in each hand. Other than that, I don't 100% know necessarily.
Is there a character you wish to not see come?
Oh, a character that I don't want to see. I don't want to see characters that, like, have nothing to do really with an overarching story or popularity. Like the mutant that's Forget-Me-Not, where everybody forgets about him, including Professor X. Like, how would you make that character work in a game like this?
What about, like, say they're coming out, go, with the theme of the X-Men release, we're gonna release The Blob.
The Blob you can kind of play off, though.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Right, like
I would hope they'd give him a cooler, like, design, though.
I'm here to finish the fight.
Than just him in a unitard and being big bad.
Yeah. Like, still, he can still be big and fat and whatnot. But, like, in here, they could give him, like, let him copy Hulk's little thunderclap. I don't know what his abilities would be necessarily, because I don't know Blob that much.
Here's just an example of, like, one that I know I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let's go. Like, really? This? Out of all the characters you choose this? Who the fuck asked for him?
Who? Are you saying just for Blob?
Yeah, like, who would, like, it's a character, like, who do you think no one would ask for that the game would release?
You know what, personally, I think Goose the Cat would be pretty dope to see.
Time for some fireworks.
I don't know how he would play, but Goose from the comics, that's a little Flarkin, would be pretty dope to see.
They should probably just release all of the pets that Jeff came out with. Have them all do something inside of the game.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Because, I mean, there was a leak that I just saw today where they were talking about Hitmonkey. But Hitmonkey would have to be a duelist because he's the monkey that is a hitman. Quicksilver would be pretty interesting to see. I don't know how they would make him play though.
He has 0.5% faster movement speed than every other character, and then it just doubles on abilities that he uses.
Yeah, that something like that could work.
That way he's not like too overpowered, he's just all over the map before anyone else can get there, and he's just the one capturing all the points first. Where quite literally the only way to counter him would be just to have one of your own on the team.
I really think it'd be cool because Emma Frost and Jean Grey are leaked. So Emma Frost, with her diamond skin and durability, I think she could be a Vanguard. I think it would be dope to see more female Vanguard instead of just Penny Parker here, who is really just a robot. You don't ever really see, except for the MVP intros, you don't really see Penny. But having... I think Emma would be a good Vanguard. White Queen, Emma Frost, Diamond, whatever they want to end up calling her. And then I believe that I need healing.
I can see, I took a quick glance when you paused there for a second, I was like, huh?
I think Jean Grey could either be a duelist or she could be a strategist. I'd like to see her as a strategist, considering we have a handful of Vanguard and a handful of strategists. I think that should be who they're focusing on getting more of, because I don't want the game to be like Overwatch where everybody's like, well, my favorite character is a duelist, so I'm just gonna play as a duelist and only main my favorite character.
The thing I like about the Marvel Rivals over Overwatch is that it's characters I actually care about.
Yeah. Like, the storyline between Overwatch was really cool. They haven't really been handling a whole lot of stuff the best. Especially when it comes to... I gotta wait a second. Especially when it comes to, like, the whole reason they released Overwatch 2 was to have a PvE game mode where it was like a story mode, and it expanded on all the stories that we already knew with Overwatch through like the
Spider, you know what to do, spiders?
through like the cinematics.
Some fire.
Sorry, I was throwing out all my spiders.
No, you're good.
See if I could get some kills from them walking through the door. But getting... Yeah, that's why people like Penny, is because if with bots it's super easy. But you could have like mines on the doors. I was trying to do it with the spawn room, but I didn't get there fast enough.
So imagine you have her and Doctor Strange. Put Doctor Strange's portals up in front on both sides of their spawn. That way they're delayed with that. Then you go ahead and put her stuff once she gets over there during that time out front, and then she dips, and then they got so much time lost.
Yeah. Jean Grey, I think she could be a cool strategist. I don't want the game to be like Overwatch, where, you know, Overwatch has, I think, 8 or 9 tanks and 8 or 9 healers, and most of their heroes of, like, I think the 48 heroes they have are, like, most of them are all DPS.
That's where I'm, like, hopeful that there will eventually be a role queue for.
In my personal opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinion, you don't need role queue in this game. Role queue is something that was needed for Overwatch, and it didn't help. Because in this game, you can be perfectly fine. Like the team comp that we're using right now, and the team comp that I've seen multiple times, well, we're not using it, but you can have 2 tanks, 3 DPS, 1 support. You kind of want to have 2 support, depending if you're running 2 tanks, but then at that point the other 2 are running DPS. But if you can get away with having 1 tank, 2 supports, and 4 DPSs. But on top of that, I've seen gameplay. Thanks, Groot. You totally just destroyed my minds, you asshole. But I've also seen a standpoint or gameplay where people won a game, just their entire team is nothing but supports. Dude, stop destroying my mines, you fucking retard. Absolute fucking buffoon.
I'm on Fortnite right now, myself playing the ballistic mode.
Oh, the like search and destroy one?
Yeah.
I don't know how they would make Rogue play, but Rogue and Gambit would obviously have a team-up ability together. But I would like to see Rogue being a tank. I don't know how they would make that work.
There'd be a way, I'm sure. He just
'Cause, like-
charges his cars and she does something in return with it, or it's his staff that they use.
Because in the X-Men 97 intro, Gambit charges the adamantium on Wolverine's claws, so then that would be a kind of cool team up to have for Wolverine and Gambit. Rogue, I believe they could have ability where her passive, it would kind of be like a lifesteal situation. She's more of a melee hero anyways, so giving her like a certain percentage. Like, let me see for reference. So on Wolverine, his abilities, you can't see it in the actual game, it's on the website. His claws, they do a certain percentage of the health remaining on the person, or the overall health of the person. So Wolverine is really good up against tanks because tanks have like 800 health, so that certain percentage of health on 800, each one of his claws strikes, for instance, if it does like, I think it's 2%, I could be wrong, but like 2% of overall 800 health is a lot more than 2% of 250. If I remember correctly, the way that it was explained. But have something where Rogue has like a 1% or 1.5 or a 2% life steal as like her passive. And then maybe have it where she has one ability called Gloves Off and it slows whoever she hits with it. And maybe takes one of their abilities, depending on the person. It takes like one of their abilities for, say, 4 seconds. So if she hits Wolverine, maybe she can get his claws for a little bit. Or, if she hits Storm and then she can passively fly or something. Well, Rogue can already fly, so. But I want to see Rogue as a tank. I think it would be really interesting to see her as a tank. Because if I remember correctly, Gambit goes mainly after, like, stronger women. And Rogue, already being a stronger woman, having her be a tank in this game would be pretty funny. And, like, pretty dope.
I mean, with the character models they released, I think a lot of people would agree just to have her just straight in the game.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, on Black Widow alone, like, character model.
Yeah.
And then Cloak and Dagger. Is there a way I can just look at Cloak? There. Or Dagger. But her character model, like, all the women are built very similar. With the exception, I think, Psylocke. Not showing that one for too long for obvious reasons. But like Scarlet, you can't really tell because the cloak and like the outfit that she has on, but it's still a very similar build. So it wouldn't be very hard for them to, like, say, grab Cloak's model, since it has the jacket on, and recolor it to be Rogue, and like give it a different facial structure a bit. But you'd probably have to make her a little bit more beefy than Dagger, since Rogue is technically stronger. But if they just want to go the DPS route, it really wouldn't be hard to, like, copy and paste this one, because she already has indents on the inside of her thighs of like, well, that's where Rogue's boots would end. Okay, roll up the sleeves on her jacket, paint the jacket brown, give her the green and yellow color scheme, which I think she already has a yellowish. Oh no, that's black and green. It'll work for my point if I can be in the emotes with it. But give her little unitard the green and yellow, give her the X-Men logo on the back, change the hair to be brown with the white or / blondish bangs, depending on the color they want to use, and then just change her face a little bit, because I think all the girls have like similar but slightly different facial structures. The only exception being Squirrel Girl's face is like, I think, the most different female face structure, because they all have a very like slender face.
Yeah.
I think Black Widow has a bigger forehead. But yeah, like Luna's is similar too. So they all have a very similar facial structure. Except Mantis. Mantis is like, from the nose down is very similar, but from the nose up is nowhere near anybody else's. Apparently, it's also been leaked that we're getting the Moon Knight skin from the MCU TV show.
Oh, fuck yeah. Down with that? That's amazing. Are they gonna actually use his likeness inside that skin too? Like make it to where you can unmask him around and run around like that, or is it just gonna be like the outfit?
No, it's just gonna be the outfit. They might release a skin that would be like Moon Knight, but it's Jake Lockley, and he's not wearing a mask or whatever. Because I forget, because I've hardly read any Moon Knight comics, but each one of them have a skin. Mark Spector, for instance, of showing in here, Mark Spector is more of this look with like the cloak and the hood and armor, and then Steven is more Mr. Knight with like the nice suit. But then Jake Lockley, I think, is more of a black variant. So if I come in here and I go over to competitive, just for instance, like this one would be Jake Lockley. Even though it's the
I dig the look though.
I'm just glad I'm already gold, so at least bare minimum I'm gonna get the ranked skin, because I don't really care about having the gold crest of honor season 0. Because like, cool, I'll get a little thing on my name badge queuing into matches and stuff, but I don't think I'm good enough to be in Eternity or One Above All. If I truly tried and didn't have a job, I could probably be in Grandmaster or Eternity or One Above All. But if I wanted to sit here and play ranked, I'm gold 3. I think maybe Platinum would be where I would be. I might be Platinum 3, 2. My hopes would be I'd be Platinum 1 or Diamond 3. But either way, just being in Gold 3, Gold to Diamond, all you get is the skin. And all I want is the skin. I don't really care about having this little badge that's like right in the upper right hand corner.
Just there for the aesthetics.
Yeah, like, oh, that's cool. So if you go into a match of quick play and you see that, you know you're about to get stomped on by a dude who's wearing that.
Huh.
But this is what I was talking about in the gallery. Oh. Are we waiting for that to end, or did that already end? Because I already have it 500 maxed out. Open time. Oh, okay. Because there's going to be a little story with the whole winter event that comes out in the gallery. With this. But Doom's Rise is Season 0. So, for instance, oh, cool, a little picture. And then, like, reading a comic book. And I have all of them. It's just a lot to, like, go through and read. Which probably one of these times I'll actually go through all this and read it and see what it adds to the story and if it shows what's going to be coming next. Or if this is not connected at all and every single one of these is something separate and it doesn't tell you or give you any hints to what the next season is going to be. I think Hela even has, yeah, Hela has a pretty similar face besides the crown on her, depending on the skin. Kind of like this skin just because of the raven head that's on her chest. A little raven skull.
I'm digging it. It's a lot different than just the crown.
I want to get better with Spidey. He's so difficult to play. I think Spider-Man is the only one that has a 5-star difficulty.
It's not something where you change it to be more like what he was inside of the Spider-Man games. With his web sling, you gotta go onto his character specific settings and you can do the same with Venom. But it makes it to where you just like target more straight where you're aiming versus his natural programming.
Life is hard sometimes, but at least maybe I can make it.
What do you mean,
easier
like
for
this?
other people. Yeah. Pretty sure those are bad guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Had to wait for that delay to come through to watch it.
Gonna get sticky. Oh, you went down pretty hard.
Yeah, I just gotta learn how to actually play him. Like, I know, for instance, the combo of what you're supposed to be doing.
Spider Fist is ready to punch.
But you gotta be, like, very mobile.
You'll be alright. Someday.
Double KO. That's 3.
3 is the magic number.
The only downside of this setting is after playing him without this setting, if you want to web sling away, you gotta actually remember to aim.
Watch out, get away.
Just in the middle of combat. Why did I not escape?
I've had it happen a couple of times where I've, like, zip lined through them.
I mean, in some instances it could work, and in others you end up going off the map.
I've seen. I'm gonna wait for it to regenerate for a second.
Alright.
Because I've seen, like, my little brother, who has. I'd have to look at how many hours, but he already has Lord on Spider-Man. But I've seen him do drive-bys where he's, like, web-slinged and then, like, zipped. And when he's zipped, he would
Fight for the good
do
guys.
the uppercut. And when he does the uppercut, he continues moving forward because it, like, does a little B-hop thing. But I don't know how he's pulled it off. Oh, like that. Just like that. You have to. I learned.
Bad guys.
Oh, it didn't work that time.
He understands now.
He's learning.
Round and pound.
Yep, there it is. But I've seen him literally hit drive-bys like that, where he's done the little uppercut, and he's killed the person, and then he's already behind the enemy lines, and shooting them with the web, and then diving back in with whoops,
All right. So
with the little spider tracer, and then he hit him like that.
round and pound.
God damn it! I'm not getting the timing right on that. Because if you just use R1, you'll pull them to you.
Double KO. That's 3.
But if you hit them with L2 and put that little tracer on them,
Fist is ready to fight.
you'll go to them.
Watch out, they're headed our way. You'll be all right.
No, do it. Do the swing. Do the swing. Do a better swing. Do the roar. Do a better swing. Because it would be like this, and then you come in like this, and then you hit him with that. No. I don't know why I can't, like, consistently do it. It's a little upsetting.
Round and pound.
Can I
Practice
hook to that?
time.
Wee. Oh, that kind of worked. Not as good as it was the other times.
Day.
Double KO.
Gonna get sticky.
Yeah, infinite swing. Damn.
Is that who he mains on there when he plays?
Yeah, he either plays Spider-Man or he plays Cloak and Dagger.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Here, I can show you his Damn it.
Spider fist is ready to punch.
Take that, no dancing concert for you.
Yeah, woo!
I think I need 2 web slings to do it, like, nicely, and it's all about angle. Yep,
Double KO.
even though I didn't go into the wall like I wanted to. There's also this one-shot combo that a lot of people are doing with magic, which is horrifying.
Soul remains noble.
But you'd be, like, around the corner, time this,
You brought ice to a sword fight.
Oh shit.
because with magic you're kind of wanting to hit the back line.
Hostile.
So you would charge this up, peek around the corner, hit him, do the tap, hit him one more time, and then you'd still have 2 portals to be able to get away.
So everyone's learning how to turn them into like a quick sniper play. Go in there and steal a kill or just eliminate somebody at full.
Yeah, completely one-tap somebody.
Double KO.
And then Panther is very interesting. Oh, I didn't know. I thought I had to go back to the spawn room. Because, so how you could do this, and now it's a 8-second cooldown. But
Alright.
if you, for instance, hit him with the spear and then dive through it, it resets the cooldown. Because it gives that vibranium mark. And then on this kick gives Vibranium Mark, so reset, reset, spear. Oh shit, I didn't do it right. Yeah.
Double KO.
You spear, 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 kick, spear, spear. Oh, damn it. But you can move around insanely well with Black Panther. I've seen a lot of people do it. Obviously, I can't pull it off that well.
Just because you're not locking into your Wakanda. You gotta lock in.
Yeah, but you can move around really well with Black Panther.
Guy yells out Wakanda forever when you dive at him.
Let's see. Iron Fist, there's not really a one-shot combo besides having this, and then use this to escape if you need to. Jump away, climb onto a wall, do a little meditation, get a little bonus health or healing.
Far from legendary.
That's 3.
Bless me, so
There's not as many one-shot combos with Iron Fist.
I think it's just gonna be fun to play him and just go and punch people in the face.
Yeah, but you have to watch out. He's difficult to play. The only tech that I really know with him is if you activate his ult, he has this like living chi where he kind of has more range. And then right when it's about to go down, you want to activate this. So then even when it's done, you still have some fast hitting.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing I know. And that's the only thing I've really seen. Other than that, that's the one thing that's frustrating. I'm holding the wall to go forward, and sometimes with Iron Fist, he'll run backwards instead of running where you're wanting him to run. Like that. It's like I'm wanting him to run the other way. Why do you keep insisting on going that way? Let's see. Is it down this way?
Ain't about to stop now.
Oh, there it is. It's this way.
Got eyes
There
on
should
some
be...
boobies.
Yeah, that's the tank one up there. But for instance...
Let's do this.
Like, it takes a decent amount of time to... And I can't even aim him right now. It takes a decent amount of time for you to kill a squishy that's at like 200. 250 I think is what these ones are at. But it takes a little bit of time.
Let's do this.
I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Logan, Iron Fist, Moon Knight, and then Jeff. I don't know about everyone else just yet.
For instance, you kill tanks faster than you kill squishies.
Oh. Must be just because he gets angrier.
It's because his claws do a percentage of health damage. Here, I can look on the website real quick. Because I know it's on the website. Um, okay, so Savage Claw. Base damage is 15 damage per strike. Percentage damage is deal damage equal to 1.5% of target's max health, with an extra 0.045% damage for each point of rage. And his rage is the passive. Rage builds with the little passive of hitting the claws. So, since tanks have so much health, you melt tanks faster than you would melt a squishy. And what I always see Wolverine players do in my is swing at a target that's walking away. But it's kind of hard to like throw him and do that and hit somebody when they're squishy. It's easier to do it as tanks. But you kill... Oh, I didn't do the jump fast enough. You kill tanks and they're easier to hit. You kill tanks faster than you kill squishies. The only thing that's good with the squishies is if you time it with his ult. But essentially, the one thing I see a lot of good Wolverine players is, say my team's back here on this corner, I would want to hit him and turn and pull him away from his team.
Okay, I see what you just did there.
Yeah, so say I had like Punisher over here on the corner. I would want to hit him and try to turn and pull him away. It's easier to do on mouse and keyboard.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. It's easier to do on mouse and keyboard, but... Or if, you know, I was better with a higher sensitivity. But... You kind of want to hit him, pull him to your teammates so you and your teammates can hit him. And then you guys could all go after squishies. If I didn't mess up his ult and his charge and his jump. Because I don't have enough practice with him. There's also a whole thing with Spider-Man. Let's see. Where's a ledge? And where's a bot near a ledge?
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
So there's a whole thing where, for instance, I'm going to see if I can even pull it off. I think I need to go this way. Fail. And, god damn, I need to get better with his swinging. Because I've seen somebody do it. There's a whole new tech that's going around where you would go... Damn. Wrong button. But if you would have speed and like bunny hop into uppercut behind them, there's not a whole lot of places for me to really swing here. But you would uppercut them, and as they're in midair and you're flying past them at the super high speed, as they're in midair, you would pull them, and then you could jump back. Is that not really a real ledge? Oh, it is. I'm just stupid. But you would pull them and sling them off the ledge.
Okay.
He moved. I wonder if there's one that's actually closer to a ledge to practice that with. Good to know that's the outer ledge and you can't go any further.
Pretty sure those are bad guys. Yeah. Now I gotcha.
And my sensitivity would have to be so fast to be able to pull this off. I almost did it. I don't even know how I'm swinging off of this corner right here. It makes literal no sense.
It was just decided today's physics, we don't physics.
But it gives you incredible speed in order to actually do it. I would just have to figure out how to actually get the speed that's needed.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
His ult's pretty cool. And if they're at full health... Whoops. And if they're at full health, so for instance, Tanky Boy over here. Enough webs on him and then it would freeze him. I hit the wrong button.
Round and pound. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, and my brother doesn't even know how to do that one yet, where you uppercut them into the air as you're swinging quickly, and then you kind of go, get over here, and pull them to you.
Gotta teach him them tricks.
I've showed him a video of it, but it's like so complicated to do it on controller. Like, Spider-Man is such a mouse and keyboard. Oh, I almost did it right there.
Gonna get sticky.
And he wasn't there. But yeah, he has 3 web swings, and to use 2 of them just to yank somebody somewhere else is kind of insane. Oh, what? I had canceled out the speed.
Now I gotcha.
Damn.
Yeah. Round and pound. Out there, headed our way.
Damn it.
Yeah. Gonna get sticky.
That wasn't even the one I uppercutted that I was aiming at. Yeah, I would
just like, you know what? Let me get the hit.
Yeah, but I did it properly there, but I didn't attach to him because I'm not on mouse and keyboard. And I don't have a proper sensitivity. Because I'm used to playing characters that you actually, you know... you kind of have to sort of aim with. So instead of having fast sensitivity, I'm like, eh, I'd rather be kind of accurate than fast.
I get that 100%.
As much as it would be nice to have faster aim. Oh, Star-Lord's ult's fun.
I heard it basically gives him Autobot aim. what I see in the MCing. It is true.
Yep, essential aimbot. But it's not too strong unless you know who to aim for. Like, for instance, if I aim at this, as the supports are healing him, I'm not going to kill him that fast in an actual game and be able to kill the others.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Let's see, Iron Man. Iron Man is super easy.
But I did have the Avengers. Same thing. Look out below! Powering up. Piece of cake.
Double kill. That's 3.
It's better to use his unibeam, kind of be up close if you need to fly away to a health pack. But then there's his ult, which is pretty fun.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
So those two are the closest together right about here.
Maximum pulse! That's what happens when you pick a
No,
fight with
nope.
protons.
Yeah, but if everyone's all grouped up,
There's another one down. Rockets, fire!
his missiles are just impossible to aim in my opinion. Because you don't really want to be flying at the target when you use them.
Piece of cake. Bombs away.
Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That's 3.
Powering up.
For instance, if I power up, I can launch missiles whenever.
Rockets, fire! Enemies on approach. One step closer to saving the world. Look out below!
Double kill.
I wonder if there's a time where I could aim it and all three of them would be in there. Or I can just fly over here and hit the three that are over here shooting at my buds.
Maximum pulse!
Probably the ones shooting at your buds. I don't think they're gonna time it just right.
That's 3.
One step closer to saving the world.
Double kill. That's 3.
Look out below!
Wow, 4 in a row.
There's another one down. Powering up. I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
5. Amazing. Unbelievable.
3, the hard way. Look out below! What do I hit next? I'm taking requests.
I like Iron Man. He's fun to play.
I remember he was one of the first ones you were able to try out in the beta. That was OP.
Yeah. And then here, I'll show you some Moon Knight. So he has a double jump, but it has a 6-second cooldown. And then he grapples. But the grapple, which I'll show again in like 12 seconds, is the grapple is better if you hit the floor. So for instance, I grappled the corner and only got up right there to the corner. If I grapple the floor, it launches me higher up, especially with the glide and everything.
Double kill.
But essentially you want to hold choke points.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. 5. Amazing.
Because
Definitely
if
have
you-
to learn what points those are on the map.
So for instance, a choke point would be like right there as they're going in and coming out.
Vengeance is served.
So like, let's see, I'll throw it right about there. And it pulls them closer and you can bounce the shots off.
That's 3.
On your toes. Here they come.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go.
But I've done it and I see a lot of people, they'll just see a group of enemies and be like, "Onk," and start shooting. But it's like, if they have any common sense, the enemies are gonna shoot the Onk immediately the second they see it.
6 in a row. Way to go.
Vengeance is mine.
When I play him, I shall call it an Unk. Just for the fun of it.
And then he has this melee attack. Not the best, not the worst. But that's essentially the one-shot combo. Is you want to hit L2 and then spam off some shots. Especially if you have an Onk down. So for instance, if I'm getting chased, so haha, say I'm getting chased by a tank, oh no, I would turn around, fire a couple of those, and then throw that at the person, and it could bounce between that.
See it?
Double KO.
Especially if you have two already. Like if you have one that's like right here around the corner, and then I'll let him push. Say I already have this one over here, and I don't have this one here, and I threw it down.
I am the light in the darkness.
So like, oh, and Khonshu's hand's pretty fun. Because a lot of people just throw it out. But what I like to do is I like to try to do this and be like, well, I'll wait for them to reset. But throw them here and then throw the Onk to pull them into it. Because the Onk pulls to the Onk. And it has the same distance as your ult.
Good night.
So you can throw it kind of outside. Oh, I didn't have an Onk. And then pull them from the outside of it into the center of it.
Here they come.
But that's hoping you actually have aim and you're saving your Onk for when you're actually... You're holding your Onk for when you actually have your ult, if you want to play it that route.
The moon haunts you. Demands vengeance.
But the one thing that is really hard for a Moon Knight to hit, where is it? Hello? Oh,
Is
there
this
it is.
Spider-Man?
No, is the flying ones. Because the only hopes that you have of hitting one that's flying is like instead of all three, you're hitting them with one. Or you're getting lucky and hitting a headshot.
Vengeance is mine.
But whatever. Other than that, an easy way to hit the ones that are flying is, say he's going to a wall, and you pull him in with the Onk.
Vengeance is served.
or if you already have an Ankh in a spot and he's flying near it, you can kind of get him down. I can spawn a superhero teammate. I didn't know I could do this. It's so weird that half of them aren't available.
Why would they not be?
Oh, because that's how they have it work. So, for instance, that's his normal repulsor shot, not that big. But if you Hulk with the Gamma, it's bigger and it does more damage than when he's alone. Oop.
Double kill. That's 3.
But his Unibeam, for instance, without the power-up... Oh, never mind. He's not max health. Without the power-up, that's how long it took. If I do the power-up, so instead of killing him about right here, I'm killing him about right here. Like a full corner difference.
At least a good 2 to 3 seconds faster.
And it lasts longer, so you only have 100 shots as the repulsor and as the Unibeam. But if you do the charge, I could hold it for the full 10 seconds.
That was even faster right there. Stopped it even sooner.
Well, that was because I was already pre-firing him.
So
I can stop him faster.
Damn. Where'd he go? A little bit up there, a little bit over here.
Maximum pulse. All systems snap.
Only thing is kind of learning the distance of the Unibeam. That's kind of difficult every once in a while. Yeah, so it's about this distance to the wall. But I can back up further and shoot repulsors. But the repulsors, I feel like, don't do that much damage unless you're powered up, and even then, it's still better to use the Unibeam. So, for instance, what I like to do in matches is, so say there's a whole wall right here, is I'll sit here and I'll poke and peek out. Because I'm not really worried about getting kills. I'm just trying to do damage. And my teammates could probably pick them off or whatever. But if I actually want kills, I would pop the actual ult, kind of get closer, kind of be above them to where they have to turn around and aim away from my teammates in order to hit me.
Dog disagrees.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Bop. Black Widow has a pretty fun combo where you'd like hit him a couple of times, hit him with that, grapple him, kick him, bow.
One bites the dust.
Damn, okay, I saw it. Little shot to the face, little introduction to get on my level.
Yeah, but like, if nobody else is dealing damage to the person, you are not one-tapping them.
Oh.
Which is what I find funny. Everybody's like, Black Widow's so overpowered. And it's like, if I'm sitting here at a distance sniping,
Double kill. That's 3.
that's why I like this whole combo of like jumping in, hit a couple times, kick them,
I spy some bad
zip line them in,
Wow, 4 in a row.
change it up every once in a while, shoot before the zip line.
That's amazing.
Just give him a little ace game.
She also has this,
First.
which just slows him down, makes him easier to hit, deals a decent amount of damage.
Oh. Even takes you in the first person line.
Double kill.
Yeah, for a second.
That's 3.
The one thing that is pretty cool though is, so aimed in, I think even if you're up close, yeah, it leaves them down to like literal 1 health. If you're not aimed in, close by, it does the same thing.
Double kill.
But if you're at, I think it's 15, aimed in, leaves them down to 1 shot. Hip fire is weaker. 20,
I spy
for instance,
Kill.
at 20 meters, aimed in, leaves them to 1 shot. Hip fire, half health. Let's see, 30, I'll reset it. I didn't fully let it register that I was aiming in. So aim down sights, still leaves them down to 1 shot. Hip fire, still about half health. A little bit over half health.
I see that. The damage fall off is great. Or at least hip fire.
Yeah, for hip fire. But it would make sense for her to still be able to aim down sights. And if you're lucky enough to hit a head that you can hardly see past the thing as it's moving. So for instance, it's a lot harder to hit moving targets.
the widow's bogeys. Here they come.
Are you having to lead the bullet, or are you able to just like hit scan?
It's kind of hit scan. I missed that time. I fucking missed.
Double kill.
Another one.
It's kind of hit scan, but when you put it as, okay, so Black Widow should aim for the supports, right?
Alright.
Mantis, passive, so 30 meters. Her passive is she walks faster if she's not taking any damage.
Alright.
And when she consumes a life orb, she moves faster, can kind of strafe faster. So Mantis is kind of hard to hit. Luna Snow literally starts ice skating if she's not taking any damage, and moves faster.
There they are.
Oh, I see.
Only difference is she can't really strafe with it. She can a little bit, say like go to the side, but like that's your best strafe. Is not as good as Mantis's.
So let's say you just kind of have to hard turn into left or right. and
Or
hope that they-
Rocket, who has a smaller hitbox than even these dudes, is super hard to hit. Because say that was Black Widow,
This is way more fun than it should.
first of all that'd be harder to do, especially if they're moving around, because with Rocket you have to lead the bullets. It's not hit scan. You kind of have to aim at where they're going to be. But say that's Black Widow over there, and I see that she's gonna hit me, kind of close in the distance. She's not gonna want to stand still, trying to aim at me while I'm sniping. Close in the distance a little bit more. If I need to, throw out a couple of heal bubbles throughout all that, and then get up close to her if she still hasn't moved yet. But even if she hasn't moved, just doing this little jetpack away, not including his other passive, is pretty hard to hit.
That's why he's the best healer in the game.
But his other passive is even harder to hit because he moves faster than his base speed if he's running on walls.
Oh, wow.
Especially if you pop a little zig zooms in there. It's going to be incredibly hard to hit somebody who's, you know, on a full-size wall. I could probably do it to that wall.
So his healing, is it just throwing down those health packs, or does he, like, shoot his teammates and they get healed?
Here, I'll show you over here.
Just what we need. I'll patch you up.
So you kind of shoot near him. It'll slow down if teammates need healing. And it bounces off of walls 10 times, which I think I could possibly show right there. Nope. I think it's 10 times that it'll bounce. Yeah. One bounce, including the one that when you shoot it and bounce it off the wall. So it bounces 10 times.
So if you shoot that and you die, then does it stay?
I'm not sure. I would have to get weak. If this thing is gonna shoot me. Or are these two the only ones that shoot?
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
And I see what you mean about that hitbox.
No, I didn't shoot it fast enough. No, they disappear the second I die. Oh yeah, but when you're getting chased and you can kind of just be like,
Here you go, team, here you go, I gotta go.
yeah, you can kind of just be like, here. Shit, that was a bad example. All your teammates fighting here, you can kind of be like, here, I gotta go, I'm being dove on. Launch one at your feet. It'll slow down if you need healing, and then you can kind of come back, heal.
Why don't people use Rocket more? He's a cracked ass healer. All I see is just Jeff guys or I don't know, Warlocks now.
Because he's good, but he's not that good. So, for instance, let me get them up to max health so I have enough time to throw it out. So he has the ult, which is, this is double damage.
This is real firepower.
Even for him, it's double damage. Everyone in it gets double damage.
Even the enemies or
No,
just
not
team?
the enemies, just the team. But this pops out little tokens that are armor, and it also will revive teammates that have died, at least one. So as Rocket, before your team gets into a fight, you kind of want to throw down that, kind of get into the fight, see that your teammates need healing. And one thing that my little brother pointed out to me that I never noticed before is so let's see. Venom, I know for a fact, has 800 health. This would never happen because he's going to receive healing and whatnot and move around. But for instance, being point blank headshots. Oh, they're not all headshots because his hitbox is strange. Because he's breathing.
Stop breathing. God, Venom.
But point blank headshots, it's 45 bullets.
Oh,
I have about 20 bullets left. Which that would never happen as Rocket because you're dealing with other healers, you're dealing with other DPSs, which the second the tank pushes you, you're probably going to get pushed by other DPSs. Which I could actually probably show in a real match. I'll play a match as Rocket.
I don't know if I can watch it.
I'm just gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'll do competitive. So I actually have to try and kind of focus up a little bit. Because I'm low gold, because I was playing with a bunch of people.
You got a Messi in your skills. Now is the time. Remember, Messi, Messi.
See if I'll actually focus up.
To win this one.
Going down in about 5 seconds, you're about to receive an ultimate rap lyrical miracle. That one Raven as the Raccoon, the Rocket Raccoon.
Round one. Go!
You want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy, like me.
30 seconds
Mag
before you
booty.
attack.
Yeah, he's saying Magneto is bad, but he's not. He just doesn't know how to use them.
You don't want to side with Apocalypse.
I've had it multiple times where I've been playing as Magneto and Magneto is not bad. You just have to know how to use them. It's also fun as Rocket if you can, if I can get it right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
I can't get it right now.
don't forget.
You're trying to just get it bounced between the little wood panelings.
I'll get you next time.
Chinatown gonna need help on recovering their city.
Yeah, and when you get pushed by a Spider-Man, you insta-die.
Oh, ooh, wow. Wow. Spider-Man, what the heck? What did he do to you?
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I forgot to put out the relay, that's my fault.
Get ready. Here come the cold stones. Toe outside.
Maybe that's what you did to him. You shot at Tony. He got mad. He shot at his papa.
Probably. Wouldn't doubt it.
Illuminate.
I hope somebody didn't take the time to actually type that out.
Type out what I spotted Iron Man.
You need to teach me.
Yeah, I have spotted our enemy, Moon Knight.
It's just a single ping.
Okay.
Just a single button and it automatically types it. I can't wait for Ultron to come out, Iron Man. I'm gonna fucking beam you out of the sky.
Every I have tagged a foe. Hunt them. You're ready for action.
I need to get used to the setting, because there's a setting where he doesn't auto-reload. So you'll run out of the heals and still be able to shoot his 40 bullets instead of running out of heals and then it auto-reloading. But I'm not used to it, so I need to get used to it.
Maximum pulse.
And then you deal with that as Spider-Man, or as healers. You have Spider-Man pinged. You're fighting him alone, and nobody turns around to help you.
So it's Spider-Man and Iron Fist that are the main killers for the healers.
Nope. Iron Fist, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Magic, Black Panther. Basically anybody who can dive.
This is real firepower.
It's spider time!
This is real firepower.
Concentration is mad real.
I got to try to win the match.
Hold still, I'm trying to help.
I would say if you're ever close enough, just like whenever you're being jumped, just dash directly into your team and let Spider-Man or whoever is on top of you get dumped off in there.
Easier said than done, because sometimes you still get picked out of those things. Let's not just chase, my boys.
Just in time. Thanks.
Here is an enemy. Go.
It's okay to let one of them escape, right? We got an objective here that involves a win. It's not team deathmatch.
The moon haunts.
Yeah, see, he threw his Onk out before he even put his ult down.
I am ready to put on a show!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
And then he just walks in and ults and kills both of the supports.
I see.
Let Moon Knight protect his aunts if he dares.
Just in time. Thanks.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
I am strengthened for here is an enemy to pursue. Ow! That fucking hurt!
I canceled the armor pack.
That was a little messed up.
So close! This is your big chance!
The final objective.
This is real firepower!
Clear the way, Spider.
The moon.
Khonshu cannot save you this time, Spectre.
Random crap, go.
The current score is 3-2-0.
And that wasn't even me on focusing on healing.
Which side?
Oh, I forgot competitive is 2 rounds.
Who are you calling a
You got this. You got this.
The right heroes could make
This
all
one,
the difference.
and that's it. You win it, you win it all.
Easier said than done. especially with the Spider-Man, and we gotta defend the objective.
Oh,
That's if they keep as Spider-Man, because in between the rounds you can switch who you want to play as. So you can have a whole new team comp on the second round than you did on the first round.
what about in Spawn? Are you able to change it there, or?
Yeah,
You
I just have to hold square.
Okay.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Something has changed in you, Ilya. You're not the innocent child.
If I had to bet, I'm about to be one-shot pretty damn quickly.
Is it because of Spider-Man? I haven't got to that point in the video yet. If there it is.
No, it's 5 seconds until the round starts. I'm just assuming I'm gonna have a Spider-Man fly out of nowhere and one-tap me.
The mission area.
After all this time, it's nice.
We don't like that universe's Spider-Man then.
Can't heal the Scarlet without line of sight.
Good medicine. Letting the dark child out, I see.
Did he die? Is he dead?
Yeah.
I'll hold my breath there for a second. It's all swinging up above. I'm like, oh, he gonna smash down.
Suddenly he's not a good Spider-Man round 2.
Maybe. Is it the same guy's gamer tag?
Believe so.
Oh yeah, then he asked them.
He's better on defending as Spider-Man than he is on attacking, which is weird.
You'd think he'd be even better than what he was.
Well, yeah, because we kind of have to stand still to defend this.
Standing targets confuse him.
Standing still targets he can't do.
I don't know anymore what's happening.
He opened a portal behind us.
Maximum pulse!
And I couldn't get away fast enough before I even realized that I was getting hit by Spider-Man.
Pulse charge, fire! And
It's so weird that he's just like 2 webs and then he's going in to attack me to try to get the one shot.
The perfect hex.
Am I the only healer?
I am strengthened for battle.
I thought you've been the only healer this entire time.
No, we have a cloak and dagger as well.
Somehow dangerous.
don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Only 60 seconds left.
More bad guys. That's what we need.
By the way, did you see that terrible game that happened yesterday?
And that is the exact reason why I need to have the auto reload thing off.
Maximum pulse!
This is real firepower! My
Let's go.
Final score, 3-2-0.
15k healing. That seems about normal for a competitive match. I was focusing on firing.
Epic victory.
Yeah, they didn't claim the first spot. I don't know what happened. Because their Spider-Man... I don't know. The Spider-Man was really good round 1, and then round 2, he wasn't as good.
He handed the controller back to his little brother.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I died 5 times. All 5 times were, I'm 90% sure every 5 times I died it was to the Spider-Man.
He no longer has any control over you, because he got his butt kicked.
When did I play with you?
But the game I was talking about with yesterday was the Bears and Seahawks. The ending score being 6-3.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was like, what an entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, for real. It was a good, full, nice 3-hour game of
Oh, Yeti
nothing.
M4.
And then you had Caleb Williams in press conference get asked about what he thought about the fans booing. And he was just like, oh, well, you know, they're gonna boo. I don't care. And it's like, you're not gonna take any responsibility for any of that we had to watch? You're not gonna be like, oh, well, I could have had a better throw here or there to try and change out the outcome. But a loss is a loss. I hope to, you know, not disappoint our fans in the next game.
No, why would you do that?
It's true. His nails might, you know, been broken in the game, or he's gonna go get them done and be on his way, not caring.
Yep. Alrighty.
Hulk.
What, you want to see the Hulk skin, or
I want to see you kick some booty.
as Hulk? That's not gonna happen.
Suffer as I have. Does he stay in Hulk mode forever, or do you have to, like, switch back?
No. So when you spawn in, you start off as Bruce, and then you go to Hero Hulk after you get your ult with a regular banner. And then once you get your ult while you're in Hulk form, that's when you go into this Monster Hulk.
Oh.
But that doesn't last that long. And Monster Hulk, he also has you know what? It's easier to show than it is to explain.
Okay.
There he is.
I'm trying to make the gamma in me use.
So you spawn in as Banner.
They're up ahead.
Banner can do some
Gamma blast.
pretty good damage. Kinda hard to hit moving targets, same thing with Rocket.
Is he, like, extremely squishy, like a Overwatch character? Diva?
Yeah. He only has 200 health in this form. And he has this gamma grenade that he can throw that deals damage and knocks back enemies. And it gives you more ult charge. But then you can go into this Hulk form, and then you have, for instance, let me jump up here. For instance, there's this, where he's can't move for a second, and the only person that can get him to move is Hulk after he hits him. He has the Thunderclap. And then him and his teammates, he can Gamma Bubble to resist damage for a second. But when you go into Monster Hulk, you get the same thing, but it's a little bit of a faster cooldown and it does more damage. Or you can do this. But once you do that, you're out of your ult. And most of the time, especially if they have healers on the enemy team, you're not gonna kill somebody in Hulk's ult when he's doing the grab and slam thing.
So would you say he's a character that should get a buff, or no?
I mean, he's pretty balanced for what he is. He's a Vanguard, he's not a DPS. He's not really supposed to be getting heals. He's supposed to be kind of in your face, jump out, deal some damage, maybe Thunderclap, jump back, hit that Hulk Protect button, exile, jump in, deal some damage, Thunderclap, back out, jump back in. Spawned and fucked me up.
That's 3.
No smashing us now.
Wow.
At least that's how I play Hulk for the most part in a match.
Way to go.
No smashing us now.
Double kill.
Is there a character you play that you wished was better, or worse?
Kind of wish Iron Fist was a bit worse, because he has the lunge attack. Come here, other tank. Yeah, but you don't even kill a tank on that.
Protect. Fight Hulk, you lose.
Ah, supposedly you can grab people as Hulk out of midair. I don't know how to do that one. Magneto, in my opinion,
I will do what it takes to protect my
I don't know why people think he sucks. Like, you definitely
exactly as I expected.
you definitely need
You need not fear.
Double kill. That's 3. Wow. 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing.
Your attacks are futile.
6 in a row. Way to go.
I think it's just probably user input, to be honest.
user.
You cannot hurt me.
Because there's this. Because I like his ult, but it's a little difficult to use every once in a while.
Magneto! Exactly as I expected.
Double KO.
And you can actually get one shots with it
Magneto!
That's 3.
if you actually aim it.
Nature itself bends to my will.
I've had multiple times where 3 people would line up and I'd hit this and then land it in between them. Yeah, see there, it did it that time.
That's 3.
Insignificant gnats.
Double KO.
Insignificant gnats.
Double KO.
I've had fun matches as Magneto. The only thing that's not so fun is if nobody's shooting at you. Oh, it's still one shots. But if people are shooting at you, it does more damage. So if you have a Punisher ulting,
And it's just massive.
you have to time it. There we go.
You shall not be harmed. It seems we have company.
You have to time it, because if you have if you have a bunch of people shooting at you and you throw it improperly,
Double KO.
it can get to the point where you're absorbing too much damage and then it just breaks above your head and you wasted your ult. Teaming up with Scarlet though gives you this little sword attack that does a decent amount of damage.
6 in a row. Way to go.
So compared to this,
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 3, 4, and if you use the sword, it's like a 3-hit kill.
What would be some tips you'd give to someone who thinks Magneto sucks? Since it seems like you know the in and outs of him, what would be a tip you'd give?
Get good. No, really,
How disappointing.
you want to focus on being in front of your team, in front of your healers. For instance, these bots are my teammates. If you're pushing into the fight and you see that they need help, throw a shield on them, get in front of them, kind of absorb some damage, do some knockbacks.
You cannot hurt me.
Would you say your objective as Magneto, or really just the vanguards themselves, is to get kills or to defend?
It's mainly to defend.
Wow. 4 in a row.
You're mainly defending, poking, dealing damage.
Attacks are futile.
So one thing with Magneto
Exactly what I hoped to find.
is his shield. It blocks all incoming projectiles, but the mag cannon convert the iron rings on Magneto's back into a mag cannon and launch metallic mass forward. Higher stacks of the ring increase damage and fully knock back. So with his Bulwark and with this circle, so you saw how quickly that one circle went up. So all 3, it does more damage, does knockback. Hit him a couple of times, it's out. Throw this on myself. and when it pops due to all the projectiles, I have the knockback again.
That's 3.
That's just to kind of do a semi-block. You're not really... You're blocking damage with that, but...
Nature itself bends to mine. You are under my protection.
Double KO.
Exactly as I expected.
That's 3.
Your attacks are futile.
If you have a Scarlet, then you can kind of focus on trying to get kills and doing damage.
Is she a DPS in the game, or is she a strategist? Healer.
Scarlet?
This
Yeah.
will be helpful.
She's a DPS. A DPS that does a stupid amount of damage.
But I'm trying to bring a bit of order to the universe.
I hate hearing her yell out her ult.
Found us.
You don't even really have to aim with her.
Double KO.
For real? I
That's
see.
3.
Nice. Wow.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Bro, she...
That's amazing.
That's cracked.
6 in a row.
What?
Way to go.
How... It's like she just times their hitbox by 4 and said, alright, you get damage now.
Now, a disappearing act.
That did the trick.
Our foes have found us.
Like, look at that, you're just aiming completely at the green plus in the background and hitting them.
Magical. Double KO.
Yeah, this is the only one you really need to aim.
Now, a disappearing act.
Well, if they keep her like that, I know my character.
They're probably going to.
For real?
You're not going anywhere. Chaos. Double KO. That's 3.
Yeah, and then there's this fun gem.
Now, a disappearing act.
She just like, wraith her way out of there, but in the sky.
Well, who's next?
More like that.
For now.
Or you were jumping up to fly and she turned translucent. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the R1.
Begins.
And then she can kind of fly for a second and hover.
Chaos always
Jeez.
prevails.
You're not going anywhere. Double KO. That's 3.
Now, a disappearing act.
That did the trick.
Like, yeah, you kind of still have to aim with her. But, like, to a certain extent.
It's just their general direction's all I'm seeing. You at least point your like cursor in the general direction, you're fine.
Yeah.
Now, a disappearing act.
Whoops, I timed that wrong.
Begins.
Well,
I want to try to...
Now, a disappearing act.
I've seen entire teams get wiped out with her ult because nobody's aiming at her. Because she can still die right here. But once that pops, there's a certain range within
magical.
where everything just gets annihilated. Oh, I thought I had the proper range right there. Am I tripping?
Tank. I sense no fear.
Nah, I'm tripping. The hell? I gotta be tripping. There's they nerfed her mid game or mid practice range.
They're like, crap. We kind of now know we gotta do this. Sorry, guys.
Nameware's pretty fun to play.
We have hidden in the
All you do is launch a squid somewhere, and then kind of just.
You never had a chance.
Double kill. That's 3.
Yeah, and the squids have stupid range.
The squid.
Yeah, you can little immortal, but you can put like say a squid here, and then put like a squid up there.
Just as expected.
The squid happened to be voice acted by a female.
Cleanse this place. Here they are. The fools.
You know the boys.
Double kill.
The deep.
Oh, no.
Wash our foes away.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Protect your king.
5. Amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
And then he has this fun little ability.
Well done, Giganto.
Double kill.
The seas.
But he's pretty fun to play.
Right there.
Pretty much.
Who's the least played character you'd say you see?
Mm, probably Black Widow, Storm, Squirrel Girl.
When other people first saw my powers, they were like, wait.
Who is the most played you've seen? Always in a match.
Um,
Tippy-toe spotted bad guys.
Jeff.
Double kill. That's 3.
most played. Almost always see a Hawkeye for
Anybody can shoot a
reasons.
bow. Now, that takes
This is great at killing.
That's 3.
triple shot.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Like
Not so funny now, is it?
it's not too hard to play as Hawkeye, especially when you turn this ability on.
Never miss. Can't touch this one. He knows where you've been.
Oh, I see. I see.
And just start aiming at all those.
That one. Heads up, back guys.
All those chickens.
I am too good at this.
Only thing is he's projectile, so you kind of seriously gotta lead targets.
Triple shot.
And once again, another character with aim-wise in general is a lot easier to play and get flicks on with a mouse and keyboard. But he has a little double jump. If they have a shield, you can throw that and it'll go through the shield and hit them.
I am too good at this.
He also has this little knockback, or not that one, little knockback.
Heads up, back guys.
His melee is also the sword. But with his melee, yeah, that's basically all he has. But there's a trick with his melee. If you can time it right, you can deflect bullets. where you're not taking the damage.
Hey, at least my quiver's refilled.
The only thing that I think would be really cool and would encourage Hawkeye players to stop playing so far in the back is if when you deflected a shot,
Heads up, back guys.
first of all, you'd have to get the timing down. Because right now my timing was shit.
At least my quiver's refilled.
I see.
But if you deflected, if it would either make him shoot faster for a second, for close range,
You're too loud.
or if you could time, motherfucker.
What if it deflected it right directly into their face?
Say we're done.
Then people would be like, oh, Genji Hanzo mix. He also has this bow and arrow,
You had to know I'd be back.
which he only has 3 shots in. So if you're getting pushed by somebody, you can kind of be like, no, don't push me. But even then, they only get damaged by the, they only get damaged by one of the 3 explosions. So it's like if you're getting pushed by a lot,
Double KO.
Making the cut. Sonic boom.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
It's too easy when you never miss. Woo! I never miss.
5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go.
Move all you want. I'll just aim where you were.
Unbelievable.
You're too loud.
and flying targets, of course, another struggle. Unless you're on mouse and keyboard and you know the exact arc that he takes to fire his arrow.
Too easy. Heads up, back guys.
Double KO. That's 3. Wow. 4
Um,
in a row.
Headshot.
Storm, you don't see a lot of, even though I like to play Storm, because the wind gives you and your teammates a bit of a speed boost. Also, I don't know why she has to reload, but Hawkeye doesn't.
I guess because of just time to the arrow that he's needing to take, with his hand already counts as his reload.
Yeah, but infinite quiver, he doesn't need to reload his quiver.
Couldn't stand the weather. Feel the thunder.
But the lightning gives you and your teammates in the area a damage boost, or if you have it activated,
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
so you don't see a lot of storms, but I like playing her. She's a bit difficult to play.
6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Blew them away.
Especially because a lot of people want to play her like way up here, but if you play her way up here, you have like next to no radius on the ground. So you play her up here, you activate it, and a lot of people are like, oh no, this is good.
You're mine.
And it's like, well, you're about to get sniped out of the air probably by either one of these guys that you can't hit, or a flying Iron Man or an Iron Fist is going to get right in your face. Speaking of, the reason why I think he needs a nerf,
Know my legacy. But
so
this is a
that robot's right about there, right?
Yeah.
far from legendary.
And that's without me touching the ground, is to go up and be able to kill somebody who's flying.
I like it. It gives him an advantage for range combat. Like, get your shots land better on him before he gets to you. I mean, I saw how long it's like taking you to like try and jump in the air there to get over there.
Yeah, the only thing... I'll activate that. The only difference is when you're in the air and you're already aiming at him.
More eager idiots. You fought with honor. Kinda.
Like, you can kind of lunge with that one.
Alright.
But with this one, there is no lunge to hit harder. So if you want to hit somebody who's flying,
Far from legendary.
Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Struck down by
That's amazing.
looks outmatched.
6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
whoops, I thought I was out of the door already. I closed my eyes for a second. I don't know, being a player that likes playing Iron Man, it's kind of hard to deal with an Iron Fist when you're trying to deal with the whole team, and then suddenly you are getting hit in your ass. And yeah, you can fly away, but even when you start flying away, he can sit there and lunge at you.
At any moment's notice, whenever you see him approach, time to fly.
Even then, he still lunges at you.
Well, yeah.
Cause like, oh, it didn't do it that time. Like, and that kick. Which one? One of them does a knock. One of them does like a slight knockback. That one.
Double KO.
And then when you're in the air, I think it's that big one.
Wow, 4 in a row.
This fight was never yours.
Yeah, it's the big backflip kick.
Amazing.
So if you're flying away and he hits you with that kick, he can lunge onto you from a distance. And then since when you're attacking, you can basically sit here and just float in the air. Do a little walkie-walkie as you're floating.
Just traverse the map like that. You just look up and see Iron Fist in the air coming at you slowly.
Oh, there was something funny me and my brother found out. You can do practice range settings and turn on no ability cooldown.
Now look at who can fly.
And it's even funnier if you do it with, here, have it, like, here, let me just get in here and get out and maybe fly back around and, you know, zoom in here.
Imagine if there was a game mode that was designed for no cooldowns like this.
Oh, it would be straight chaos. Here, you want a spear? Here, have a spear. Oh, I heard you up there. Hold on, I heard you wanted one too.
The spear from around the world.
Like, me and my brother were just flying around the practice range with no cooldowns on. Attack that guy. And come back around. Attack him again. Come back around. Come back around. Oh, I missed. Hold on, let me readjust.
The real reason I don't actually have superpowers, I'd be moving like this.
Double kill.
Objective? What objective? I destroyed everything around it.
Spear. Spear. Who else? There's, let's see here. Oh. Shit.
Look good in any timeline. Let's do this.
Like, yeah, with Logan you have to touch the ground, but just being like, coming at you, over and over again.
You're mine.
Just have Hulk with you, throw him, and then Hulk jump, and then throw you again.
Wait, can I?
My turn.
Throw me, big boy. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
Let's play catch.
Throw me, big boy.
You're mine. Coming at you.
Damn.
You had that coming.
Where'd that tank go? Come back here. Where are you going? Come back here. There we go.
Let's do this.
Let's go!
Wolverine don't go down easy.
Off the map with you.
Let's see, who else would be kind of funny with no cooldown? Probably Magic.
Hostiles coming in fast.
Oh, there's a little cooldown, even with no cooldown on with her portal. Yeah, but you can do this, which just looks glitchy as fuck.
I can fly high, higher than a butterfly.
The double uppercut, the true killer. The true death in video games.
Double kill. That's 3.
Oh, I missed.
Could you with Spider-Man just web sling everywhere you felt like going?
Probably.
Come to New York sometime. I'll do whatever a spider can.
Yep.
Print t-shirts,
Yep.
bad guys.
Yep.
Now it's like the real Spidey.
Spider slip. Fight for the good guys next time.
Yeah.
Now I got you.
Oh, see what I mean? And if you stay in the air and you like pull them all the way that way, you can pull them off the ledge. Because I've seen. Let's see, is there a bot over here somewhere? We did do. Ooh.
I see what the was.
Ooh. Wait.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
This is how Spider-Man should truly web sling around.
He's hitting that All Might pose.
No need to fear, because I am here. Oh, I got that speed going. Oh, he's got that speed going.
Pretty hard.
Double kill.
Just off of this alone.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, you went down pretty hard.
That's the timing on that is insane.
Double kill.
Wait, can I hit?
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
It's so hard to swing right here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoopa. You know the developers played this game with no cooldowns and they're like, yeah, we need cooldowns, guys.
They're like, who's the most cracked character right now without any cooldowns? Iron Fist? Okay, we need cooldowns. We need to nerf it. Sorry, guys. Careful.
Fight for the good guys next time.
One thing that is really cool, I do want to learn him to play like this, but it also is like better to play like this when you're mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Hey,
Spider Slate.
hey, go.
Watch out, they're headed our way. Oh, you went down pretty hard.
Nick likes it when I play Venom. For one simple reason of, let's get one of them to max health.
Yeah, woo!
So, for instance, Nick can come in and be like, boom, 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 bang, and it's a one tap with this little Venom ability with having a Venom on your team.
Oh. Well, damn.
Yeah, you could just go bang, bang, boom, bow, bing, bang, bing.
No cooldown on this? I see no issues.
Just be like, hey, you, sir.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Not you. You. Yes, you.
You'll be alright.
Oh, I uppercutted both of them. I didn't know the uppercut had that much range. What the fuck?
Damn. Just saw it happen.
Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Or did I?
The symbiote Spider-Man returns.
Where are you going?
Double kill.
You'll be alright. Someday.
In the arms.
Well, she just stirred away, so I'm gonna hop out of here with you and hang out with her while she's up.
Alrighty. I'm probably about to head to sleep.
I gotcha. I'll chat with you later.
Alright, man. Have a good night.
Pretty hard.
You too. See ya.
Double kill.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
That's 3.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head off, so I will see you all later.